Hello and welcome back. I've made some changes. So if you remember from the last few videos, the problem was we lost to 3 or 4 aggressive decks in a row, which was just incredibly embarrassing. So we need to scale it down. So if you look at the stat changes, slight differences, here's what's happened. Kurotesseraf has gone. We couldn't use it. We played a number of games. Our problem was aggro. We couldn't sustain to a position where Kurotesseraf would be good enough in a combo. So that's gone, and we've put in Sentinel. Sentinel can be used to heal when we combo it properly with something like Draenor, and it gives us a bit of AP. And even if we can't do that, it can be used in the early game from like free AP or from the Slime Toes, etc. So that's a great counter to put in. Hopefully that should allow us to have a bit more versatility. The other change is Kale is gone. I've replaced it with Kazaj Tournament. Now, a lot of people might be confused about this because, pardon me, Kale was one of the cards that worked in last deck. We did manage to combo a few times, but it didn't really give us a permanent reach. It gave us, it saved us some health points basically. It was more of a sustained card than a reach card, so I think putting a Kazaj Tournament in, giving a bit more guaranteed AP game might be the best option. However, we are adding 1 attack to rival. This might be a very bad idea. So again, we're still in testing. I haven't played this yet. Who knows what's going to happen. I've then added the Ring of Chows. Now, this replaces Dungeon Spider, because Dungeon Spider is a decent card, but it was aggressive and it didn't give enough gold for it to make a big difference in our game. And the 2-2 weapon again, you know, we've already got 4 weapons in this deck. We couldn't also play the Dragon 2-hander, so this is essentially more gold. We can also use it before, say, Vessel Demon, to then go straight into Balm. So I think this is a decent option. I didn't go for Ali Morsane because we have these weapons, although Ali Morsane you can play not in a combo. So I don't know, I'll do that actually. I'll get rid of 1 and I'll just put 1 Morsane in, so there's a bit of variety. This is probably not the best way to play, but you know, whatever. Yeah, so this is it. This is what we're going to test now. Some relatively minor changes, but hopefully this will allow us to survive a bit more in the early game, not be quite so dependent on these 3-4 card combos, and be able to ramp up a bit more with AP. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Finding an opponent now. Now, I haven't played any games at all, so I'm still ranked 22. I've still lost the last 3 games in a row because of testing this deck. So hopefully this will be a little bit better. We're against another former Diamond player. They're called Hado de Ariane. So at least now we can test this versus a different playstyle, hopefully. And the last 2 were highly aggressive Morvran and Ozen decks. So we want the card draw, we want the AP. Can't really use them. We might keep the demon. No. We'll get rid of that. Should we keep the 2-hander? I think we will actually. We'll try that out. Okay, so not perfect, but we have a combo. We can go KGP into Dagon of Sentinel. That will take. We'll be taking a whopping 11 damage from that, but we will be able to go down into the White Wolf without any further harm. I think that's the way to go. This is why we changed for Dagon of Sentinel. We can use it in the early game, and we can use it in the late game. We can use it without combos, and we can use it in combos. So it's a very versatile card. It's one of the most, in my opinion, it's one of the best balanced cards in the game. Lost a Black Demon, never mind. And they've lost another Gracie Demon. So always pay attention to what the opponent discards. You can use that to get an idea beyond what they play on the board of what their deck is. Now, if they're running Gracie Demon, they're running KGP, they're running Rolo the Stout, they're obviously, and they're running Tomoza Demon, you know, this is a AP Ariane. This is a deck archetype that has sprang into life in the last few days. Mainly, I think, because Interjection mentioned it a few times. I'm not entirely sure how useful it is. I want to try it out myself once I finish trying out all these other things. But yeah, it looks interesting. And they've had a cracking start. They're on 5 AP and not really lost much health, so they're doing much better than us on 13 health. Not fantastic, that. The other thing about Ariane is they can't really armor stack. So over Warlord is not going to be really good. Now, what should we do here? We don't have the gold to play the two-hander. To see the two-hander now, we could do something with that. I reckon we're going to have to do this. We're going to be losing another 3 health. Which is fucking nice town, isn't it? We're going first. Let's destroy their weapon. That will do something. And then we'll do... lose. Oh man, that's let's see what happens. Let's do that. Let's destroy their weapon. Hopefully that will hurt them. Yep, hurt them a little bit. Because they know that we want to hit the Sentinel. So that Sentinel's gone from +5 to -3. So that's not a bad move from us there. We're only on 8 health. That's poor. Down double our health. So, looks like this deck still is going to need work. We're only on 8 health, you know, that's bad. Maybe a Jad would have been better than a Sentinel, because we can hit that in 1 from 7 AP, as we are now. So Jad now, we would have been able to hit and go up AP, get a bit more armor. As it is, we're going to be dependent on a Count Draenor. I was just about to speak that. So Count Draenor there, so we can go into Sentinel. We're now going to be on 5 AP, we're going to gain 9 health, so that's not a bad position, right? Let's go up onto 6, and then one hit that. Let's get a little more armor and a weapon for the next round. Hopefully we'll get a BAM and this won't be discarded. Taking their time thinking about this, aren't they? I'm never quite sure if I should just be talking in these videos, or I should be quiet and just edit out the silence. Quite sure. I think in this situation, staying quiet maybe would have been better, because my god, they're not doing anything at all. What can be so complicated when you have 9 cards in your hand? So you've got plenty of options. They're playing another Tormented Demon. So that's hurt them, it's hurt us as well. So they've taken 8, we've taken 4. They're getting now a huge amount of AP. And they're going into the Rev Knight. Wow, we've lost this just from that one card. Look at that. So this lost by 1 health. That's frustrating, that is. Well, this deck, I think it works better now than in our previous matches. We'll do one more match. Hopefully it won't be another loss, but I think this was a slight improvement on the first 2 videos I made. 4 losses in a row. Whew. If I don't start winning soon, this is going to be really bad for my reputation as a good Chronicle player. Now we're getting some Raptor. Raptors at least, they don't play much aggro, so we'll be able to play a slightly different archetype. Maybe this will be a better match for us, should I say. Our draw looks a little bit better at the start as well. So I think we've got an exhaust and we've got a little bit of gold from that. So we'll drop those 2 and we'll drop the weapon and we'll keep the others. Now, should we give them base attack or should we not give them base attack?
The time for thinking is almost over.
Let's I'm really tearing my hair out here. Okay, we'll discard a card, we'll give them base attack then, Then we'll go into Sentinel. Let's spread that out a little bit more. We don't want to be giving the base attack until we have to. Then we'll have 5 base attack. Then if we get a little bit of gold, we'll be able to create Demon into BAM. That's preparation. So they're going into an 8 or 9 attack creature. We've lost the uniform. Crusty. Tanking across, you know. Now, if we had played the Xastron in our first slot, we would have been giving them 1 base attack and 7 health. So, delaying the Xastron was definitely a wise decision. Still going to be taking 11 damage in total from this, which is quite a lot. But we have the 5 base attack. Now, if we were against an aggro deck, we would be in a relatively tough position now if we don't get a decent draw. Let's see what we get, and we'll be able to think whether we'll be okay in aggro or not. Okay, so would we be so good in aggro? Maybe not. So let's go. Let's do we want to do this? How do we want to play this out? Alright, so we'll go, I think, see, we want the card draw, and we also want the BAM. So that's 1, 2, 3. But we can either save 3 gold or deal an extra 3 damage. Now I think we're actually going to not deal the extra 3 damage. We'll get the gold because Raptors sustain a lot. If we deal an extra 3 damage now, it's not going to make a huge amount of difference. So just heal it back up in the next time. So let's do this. Let's go Wolf, Demon, BAM. But yes, instead of we'll do it. Yeah, let's do it like that. So free support will go on here. We're in Sentinel, so they're dealing 11 damage to themselves as well. So our stats are now much more equal. There's a chance. They get into Draenor. So they get into Draenor into another Sentinel. Well, it's not a great play for them. Playing both their Sentinels and having to tank their damage in each one. I doubt myself 14 damage in that chapter from Sentinels, which is just huge. And they're only on 10 now because of our strike. So this player is not doing so great. Gain health equal to your rival's total attack. Well, our total attack is 1 because of exhaust. Perfect. There we go, we're on 7 AP. They're only on 13. So we're doing a lot better. And now we have 3 gold. And we're going to get 2 so we can play the Dragon 2-hander. Let's see if they actually come in the game. So what would be nice now is an Abyssal Demon. We didn't get the Abyssal Demon, never mind. But we can do a few things now actually. Let's go for the Slime Toes into the Dagannath Sentinel. So then that will heal us, which is pretty awesome. Then let's go into the White Wolf.
Let's see what happens.
And yeah, we'll do the White Wolf there, and then we'll strike again.
This is a fight which won't end well.
Yeah, we'll strike there in case they use another anticipation. So this is actually a pretty good chapter for us. If they played at the next slot, they would have gained an extra 3 armor. Woe be them. So now we're going to be gaining health from Dagannath Sentinel. They did play at the next slot as well. Okay. So now they have a lot of armor. Now we want to be drawing our Ogre card, because we could knock down their armor by 20 in 1 slot. Well, 12 in 1 slot now after that strike. see if we draw it from the wolf. Oh man, I forgot all about the exhaust, so I've hurt myself incredibly badly from that. I should have played them the other way around. Never mind. Christ. Is that 9 damage? I doubt myself from that stupidity. What a shame. But we've got the Ogre Warlord. That's pretty sweet. And we can play it with... This is good. So let's go to two-hander, we'll go to Warlord. That'll bring them down and bring us up. Then we can go into Black Demon. Ah, damn, we don't quite have enough. Let's... Okay, we'll Warlord and then we'll Demon. No, okay. We can do Slime Toes, then Warlord, so we can still kill it in one. Then we can hit the Demon. Then we can Relic and Spar. They're gaining base attack from full now. It's a great card that. I should probably craft it next time we get the shards. Hopefully they're going to gain a bit more armor. Nope, they're gaining health. But at least we're dropping them down by 10 armor. So we're going up by 3 and they're going down by 10. That's a 13 health swing and we're gaining 1 AP. Phenomenally good card. They gain a bit more, but we're going to knock that all down with a 13 damage strike card. It's now down to 17. They were way more than that before. And because we're exhausted, that didn't do a whole lot. If we weren't exhausted, that would have killed us. Fantastic. Now, hopefully, we're on 11 AP. This is about the highest we can get. We would really like our unicorns. Or, well, in second place, yeah, unicorns, please.
The final
nope.
showdown.
No unicorns. Yeah, let's do that. So, we're only gaining 5 armor, which is pretty important. When do we want to do this? When they're going to gain armor themselves? They're going to gain this. Let's do it here. So we gain it. Yeah, let's do that.
Let's see what happens.
Unicorn would have been great. Never mind. Now we're going second, so bar fight maybe would have been better there. Almost certainly. We are going to be on effectively 13 base attack if we manage to pull this off without dying, and then we're going to be on another 7 here, 4 here, so 17 total attack. But not much armor. Ooh, look at that. That's a big weapon. There we go. So that's the armor gone. If we had bar fighted on this slot, what are they going to do this here? They're going to go into a jar. Okay, so they've lost that weapon. That's to our advantage at least. Although, oh man, we've lost this. Fucking hell. One more. Oh, that's so fucking annoying.
I have taught you well.
So annoying. But we can see this deck is coming along. We lost 2, but they were so much closer than the last 3 games. That looks bad, isn't it? Don't screenshot this, people. Stay tuned for more Chronicle content. I'm going to be editing this deck a little more, testing it a little bit more. Hopefully we'll be able to come out with something positive at the end of it.